have a look at our homework. So for homework last night, we had to complete 2 sheets in our reader's notebook. The first one looked like this. We had to, that's okay, Teddy. We had to read the spelling words, and then we had to sort them into the correct columns. So over here we have the EE spelling, and over here we have the EA spelling. So number 1 is free. Where should we put free? Let's do this together.
Free.
EE, good job. Number 2 is teach.
P-E-I.
EA, good job. Number 3 is teeth.
E-E.
Very good. Number 4 is please.
P-E-I.
EA, very good. So guys, all you have to do is you shout EE or you shout EA. So let's try the next one together.
Fish. E-A.
EA, good job. Wheel, good job. Team, good job. Speech, good job. Sneeze, EE, very good. Sheep, very good. Meaning,
E-I.
very good. Weave,
E-I.
good.
E-I.
Good. And read, very good. Well done, guys. Amazing. So we all separated these perfectly well, but some students forgot to underline the letters in each word that make the long E sound. So here you had to underline the letters to show which letters were making that long E sound. So not everyone did that. So be careful. Let's have a look. Number 1, use your to chew when you Okay, what do we think those 2 words could be?
We use our teeth to chew when you eat.
Very good. Well done. Use your teeth to chew when you eat. Amazing work. So number 1 was use your teeth to chew your food when you eat. We must use our teeth to chew our food to make it smaller so that when we swallow it, it will not choke us. Okay, so that was number 1. Use your teeth to chew when you eat. Number 2, will you cover your mouth when you Well, when do we cover our mouth?
Will you please cover your mouth when you sneeze?
Good girl, well done. Will you please cover your mouth when you sneeze? Well done. So a sneeze is when maybe you're sick or maybe something gets caught in your nose and you go like this, achoo. So the question would be, will you please cover your mouth when you sneeze? Especially with this virus going round, everyone must cover their mouth when they sneeze or cough to protect themselves and others against getting germs. Will you please cover your mouth when you sneeze? No, do you want to do the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Can you read it for me?
With wool from sheep to make sweater.
A sweater. Good girl, Lekang. Amazing. We weave wool from sheep to make a sweater. So the word weave means to knit, to sew together. Like you would see a scarf or maybe a blanket. Someone has woven or weaved that together. So weave means to put together, like knitting. We weave wool from sheep to make a sweater. So wool comes from sheep. Sheep are very woolly animals, and every couple of months the farmers will shave the sheep to get the wool from them to make sweaters or blankets or scarves. So nice and warm clothes. So this was we weave wool from sheep to make a sweater. Okay, number 4, you can the of a word in a dictionary? Well, firstly, who can tell me what a dictionary is?
Father, why we need to go?
The word we need to find words that we need to know. Good girl. Well done, Mia. So a dictionary is a book that we read if we're not sure of a word. For example, let's say I said the word upset and you said, teacher, I don't know what the word upset means. I would tell you to look in a dictionary and you would find the word upset and it would tell you that it means sad or angry. Okay, so a dictionary tells us the meaning of words. So what do we think number 4 could say?
You can you you can read the meaning of word in the dictionary.
Perfect. You can read the meaning of a word in the dictionary. Amazing work, Ming Huang. You can read the meaning of a word in a dictionary. So this means that you can open the dictionary, you read the word, and you understand the meaning or the definition. Great. Number 5, the swimming had a race at the
The swimming team
Good.
had a race at the beach.
Good job. Amazing. Well done. The swimming team had a race at the beach. So the swimming team means a group of people who swim competitively had a race at the beach. The beach is the only word here that would make sense because it's the only place that they could go swimming. There's no pool. There's no other word that would say mean somewhere that you can go swimming. Okay, number 6. Ariana will her friend how to use a pottery. What do we think?
Will teach
Yep. Her friend.
a friend how to use will.
Good job. Well done, Kang. Amazing. Ariana will teach her friend how to use a pottery wheel. So a pottery wheel is something that artists use when they're sculpting. So if you've ever seen a vase or a mug, all of these have been created using a pottery wheel. Sometimes they can be electric and sometimes people will use their hands to make them. A pottery wheel is what someone uses to make pottery. So Ariana will teach her friend how to use a pottery wheel. And so this one was really difficult. I got quite a few different answers for this one. During recess, we are to about whatever we want. Who can tell me, what does the word recess mean? Okay, guys, so recess means break time. Break time. During break time, we are to about whatever we want. What do we think this sentence should read? During break time, we are to about whatever we want. During
During the recess, we are
during recess, we are free to speak about whatever we want. So during break time, you are allowed to talk about whatever you want. So during class, if you're talking about Pokemon or Doraemon, I will tell you to be quiet and to concentrate on the class. But during break time, you're allowed to talk about what you want. If you want to talk to your friends about the cartoons that you watch, if you want to talk to your friends about a birthday party you are having, you are free to do that. So here we were meant to say, during recess, we are free to speak. So that one caused some issues because some people wrote, during recess, we are free to read about whatever we want, which makes a lot of sense, but we needed read to go here. So well done, guys, on your homework. I know some of that was a little bit difficult, but you did a good job. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and get started on our vocabulary. So today we're learning new vocabulary words. Let's have a look. The first word is culture. Can everyone say culture? Very good. Well done. Okay, can you read this sentence for me, please? Hacker. Culture,
Is a tradition and belief of
beliefs.
belief of a group of people.
Good job. Lovely reading, Hacker. Culture is the traditions and beliefs of a group of people. Have a look at this. Culture is a certain type of person's way of living. So we all have different cultures depending on where we come from. For example, people from England, like me, have a different culture to Vietnamese people, like you. We were brought up in different countries, and the way that we were brought up, the food that we eat, the way that we dress sometimes, how we speak, it's all different. It's our culture. Let's have a look at this question. What holidays are part of your culture? Well, for me, in England, Christmas and Easter holidays are very important where I come from. They are a huge part of my culture. Everyone celebrates Christmas and everyone celebrates Easter. They are the two biggest holidays we celebrate in my culture. What holidays are part of your culture? Good girl, Zaling. Zaling said Tet holiday. Of course, Tet holiday is the biggest holiday in Vietnam. Tet holiday is your Lunar New Year. You get maybe 2 weeks off school, you get lucky money, you eat lots of delicious food with your family, maybe some of you get presents. It's a huge part of your culture. Okay, in your culture, what kind of food do you eat? Good girl, well done. Okay, Micah, can you tell me what you just wrote in the chat box?
I wrote that Vietnam uh, culture food is the pho.
The pho, good girl. That's super famous. Vietnam is so famous for its pho. Even people in my country, in England, we know about Vietnamese pho and we love it. So sometimes if you want to eat Vietnamese food in England, you have to go to a special Vietnamese restaurant. Pho is a huge part of Vietnamese culture. It's a very traditional dish that Vietnamese people enjoy eating. Um, what are some types of Vietnamese clothing that you wear in your culture? So for example, I know that when it's coming up to around Tet holiday, some of my students wear beautiful silk gowns. Who can remind me what they're called? What are the special clothes called that some people in Vietnam wear to celebrate weddings, to celebrate graduations, to celebrate Tet holiday?
Alright.
Áo dài, good girl, well done. So áo dài are part of Vietnamese culture too. They are special outfits that you wear to celebrate certain holidays, maybe Tet holiday, or like I said, even things like weddings or graduations. So they are special to Vietnam, okay? They are very special to Vietnam. It's part of your culture, your traditions, and your beliefs. Okay, good job, guys. Okay, moving on. The next word is community. Can everyone say community?
Community.
Beautiful. Well done. Community. Okay, can you read for me, Lam? A
A community is a group of people who live together in a central area.
very good. A community is a group of people who live together in a certain area. Community is another way of also saying a neighborhood. Okay, so the people that live around you, you all live in the same community. Have a look at this question. To what community do you belong? So what community do we belong to? For example, I belong to the Tay Ho community as that's where I live. This is my area. So what community do you belong to? What area do you live in?
I live in Hanoi.
Yeah, good. You could say you live in the Hanoian community. Well done. So communities mean places or areas that people live in a group of people. Usually they can be smaller communities like your neighborhood. However, they can be bigger, such as Vietnam. We all belong to the Vietnamese community. You are all Vietnamese, and this is the country that you live in. To make it smaller, like Quang Hai said, you all are part of the Hanoi community. You all live in Hanoi, and these are the people that are part of your community. Good job. Okay, let's have a look at the next word. The next word is languages. Can everyone say languages?
Languages.
Very good. Well done. Languages. Okay. Very good. Well done. People use different languages to write and to speak to one another. Have a look at this sign. It says gespurt, closed, chiuso, bar. Now, who can tell me? Have a look at the first word, gespurt. Does anyone know what language this is? Type it in the chat box if you do. Gespurt. What language do you think that could be? Have a guess. Type it in the chat box. Vietnamese? Is it French? Is it Spanish? Is it German? Is it Australian? Is it Portuguese? Is it Chinese? Is it Japanese? Is it Korean? Okay, guys, I'll tell you. It is German. Gespurt is German. German for the word closed. So people in Germany speak the language German. Okay, have a look at this definition. Good girl. Languages are the way people speak and write. So languages are different all over the world. What language do you speak in Vietnam?
Vietnamese.
Very good. Well done. What language do we speak in England? Good. What language do they speak in Japan?
Japanese.
What language do they speak in China?
Chinese.
Good. What language do they speak in Korea?
Korea.
Very good. Well done. So the languages are different all over the world. Have a look at this question. What languages do you speak? Go to the chat box and tell me. Good. So I'm saying Vietnamese. Yep, everyone should be typing in Vietnamese. You can all speak Vietnamese. And English. Good job, Kang. What else? What languages can you speak? You can all speak Vietnamese. And what else? Does anybody learn any other languages? We learn Vietnamese. We learn English. Quang Hai is learning Chinese. Good, good. Lots of you are typing in English, 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 Vietnamese, and English. I can speak English and Vietnamese. Ming Huan can speak Chinese. Okay, cool. Ooh, Micah can speak English, Japanese, Vietnamese, and Chinese. Well done, Micah. Lots of languages. Good girl. Okay, guys, and stop typing in the chat box. So well done, all of you are bilingual. What that means is that you can all speak at least 2 languages. You can all speak English and Vietnamese, which is very, very cool. It's very impressive. Okay, our next vocabulary word is transportation. So everyone listen to Miss Rachel say that word. Transportation. Now it's your turn. Are you ready? Repeat after me. Transportation.
Transportation.
Beautiful. Well done. People use
People use
transportation
transportation to get from one place to other.
Very good. People use transportation to get from one place to another. Good girl, Mickey. So transportation is a method that we use to get from one place to another. Have a look at this example, at this definition. Can you read it for me, please? Leo, transportation.
Transportation is a way of moving something or someone from one place to other.
Very good. To another. Good job, Leo. Lovely reading. Okay, guys, so transportation is something that we use to move people and things. For example, if you want to go to Sapa, what type of transportation might you take? If you want to go way up north to Sapa, what type of transportation could you take?
Um, I go. I go in the I go Sabah with my car.
Very good. Good girl. A car. You could drive to Sapa in your own car. Well done, Mickey. There's one type of transportation. How else could we get to Sapa? How else? What other ways could we get to Sapa? Quang Hai, make sure you click the raise your hand button, Quang Hai.
We need to go to a train and we
Very
go
good.
to a bus, but a bus and car is not a good idea because we need to go 7 hours. I have to go to Sapa already and I need to wait for 7 hours to go in.
It's a very long drive. You're right. Well done, Quang Hai. Amazing. So Quang Hai has given me two other modes. So Mickey said you can use the transportation of a car. Quang Hai has said you can use a bus or a train. Now a train, I've never had the train to Sapa, but apparently it's really nice as you get your own little room and you can have your own bed. But when I went to Sapa, I went on a bus and that took a very long time, just like Quang Hai said. Okay, if you wanted to get to England, back to my hometown, what transportation would I use? If I want to go back to England, what type of transportation will I use? Will I go by train? Ming Huang.
Aeroplane.
Very good. Well done. I will go by aeroplane. I need to take an aeroplane because it's such a long journey. Good job, Ming Huang. Okay, let's have a look at the question. What transportation do people use in Hanoi? What transportation do people use in Hanoi? Go to the chat box and tell me. Good job, Tui Chi. Perfect. Lovely full sentence there. People use cars and motorbikes. Ooh, Ming Huang said people use tanks. People in the army might use tanks. Yep. Oh, okay. So Hannah and Emma have said bicycle. Very good. Mickey has said bus. Well done. Ooh, Leo said a super airplane. Yep. Lots of people will use airplanes to fly to and from areas. Some people fly to Ho Chi Minh. People fly to Da Nang. A jet. Good job. So a bicycle, car, train. Well done. Good. Airplanes, trains, motorbikes, bicycles, cars. Perfect. Well done. And buses. Good job, guys. Okay, and you can stop typing. Well done. Amazing. School bus. Good. Well done. Planes, cars, motorbikes, and school buses. Good job, guys. So I would say the most popular form of transportation in Hanoi would be cars and motorbikes. That's what I see every day. Okay, let's have a look at the next word. Our next word is subjects. Can everyone say subjects?
Subject.
Lovely. Perfect pronunciation. Okay, Tui Chi, can you read for me? Science.
Science is one of the subjects taught in school.
Good girl. Lovely. Science is one of the subjects taught in school. What are subjects? Let's have a look at the definition. Can you read it for me, Cindy? Cindy?
Subject or topic of study such as science and music.
Good girl, lovely. So subjects are topics of study, such as science and music. So we learn lots of different subjects at school. What subjects do you study at school? Sorry, what subjects do you like to study? What are your favorite subjects? Go to the chat box and tell me. What are your favorite subjects? Do you like science? Do you like English? I hope that English is your favorite because I'm your English teacher. Or do you like math? Do you like art? Do you like music? Do you like sports? What's your favorite subject to study in school? Please tell me in the chat box. So we've got science, art, sports, English. What else? What about music? English, science, and art. Yeah, art's a good one. Art is a great subject to learn. You get to paint and draw. Music too, amazing. What else? Keep typing your answers. What do you like to learn at school? What do you like to study? Basketball. Okay, so basketball would be under the sports subject. Great. Ooh, dance. Amazing. I didn't think about dance. Yep, lots of people can study dance at school. Good, so I got lots. I've got playing. So playing isn't a subject. Playing is what you do at recess or during break time. So language art, science, art, math, English, kung fu, math. Okay, let's have a look at, this is the last one we'll do for today. The last word we're going to learn is lessons. Can everyone say lessons?
Lesson.
Lovely. Well done. Okay, can you read this for me, please? Lum, this teacher
This teacher gives us lesson to study
his students.
his students. The students learn for each lesson.
Lovely. Good job, Lum. Okay, so this teacher gives lessons to his students. The students learn from each lesson. Have a look over here. Can you read this for me? Hacker, lessons
Lessons are things to be learned or taught.
amazing. Lessons are things to be learned or taught. Have a look at this question. What kind of lessons do you have outside school? So inside school, we have math lessons, we have English lessons, science lessons, history lessons, Vietnamese lessons. What lessons do you learn outside of school? Does anybody have football lessons outside of school? Does anybody have Chinese lessons outside of school? Does anyone have piano lessons outside of school? Okay, so we've got some art lessons, baseball lessons, piano lessons, singing lessons, good. Art lessons, amazing. So what about swimming? Does anybody go to swimming lessons? Piano lessons, good. Basketball lessons, very cool. Piano, more piano, good. Dance and drawing lessons, very good. So art lessons, amazing. What about chess? Does anyone have any chess lessons? Very good. Okay, so we have lots of lessons outside of school. Hacker plays chess, good job. Singing lessons, amazing. Swimming, chess, Japanese, amazing. So lessons are things that we are taught or you are learning. So you can have lessons inside of school and outside of school. Ooh, you can have sports lessons too. Good job. Well done. Okay, guys, amazing. So we've learned 6 vocabulary words, and over the weekend, I'm going to I'll send you a quiz after class today, based on our vocabulary that I want you to complete for homework. So over the weekend, you've got a really fun homework. We have a quiz homework to complete. Okay, guys, so I will send the link for the quiz and the code for the quiz after the class. So on that note, I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you all on Monday. Have a great weekend. Goodbye.